Hey, you thought that 4/13/2019 was over. But it's not. It might be days or years in the future. But you're wrong. Hi everyone, Jen, aka LaureledEevees here, with something you thought you'd never see again from me. A Homestuck react. What the hell, am I right? It's been years since Hussie and his What Pumpkin crew gave us the end of Homestuck, but no, it's back. And I was hanging out with a non-Homestuck friend of mine today, naively thinking that my Homestuck-related work was done for today, and Hussie wouldn't do anything crazy and post a big thing. But I was wrong. The long-awaited epilogue is here. Viz Media told Tumblr, and YouTube and Facebook peeps told me. And it's AO3 fanfiction. Oh my gosh. Headcanon time. When Calliope turned the green sun into a black hole and started sucking all the dream bubbles away into it, I had the sneaking suspicion that this would be the way it would go. Calliope is the queen of the fandom hive mind after all. That the black hole didn't end up destroying everyone, just changing them into something new, creating the Homestuck multiverse, let's call it. So all the fan theories can be correct. All the AUs, they can happen, and all the ships can set sail simultaneously. I really hope that this ends up confirming it, but if not, well, wouldn't be the first time my headcanons got wrecked. Anyway, enough stalling, let's get to the fan fiction. Epilogues here. Okay. I might have to really squeeze this in, because I don't know how big this is going to be. Anyway, gonna type epilogue. Start. Oh gosh, I don't know. Okay. So we got, it's mature rated, but that means that 13-year-olds and under are still gonna read it. We got a female, male, male, multi, and other in the category fandom Homestuck. Yep, this is AO3, all right. Andrew Hussie, Cyphered variable, blah, blah, blah. Don't know what that means. But yeah, we got all the characters, original male characters, original female characters. So great. Caliborn, Lord English. I like the content warnings. I'm going to have to highlight the ones that I loved the most when I get to it. 10 years after their adventure began, the heroes are enjoying a well-earned retirement on Earth C, but John still has one choice to make. Prologue. Oh gosh. oh, it looks so good. Okay. It starts with a crack. Everything else rises up from that like steam. A trembling thread that cuts through space in jagged lines, splintering the void into razor-sharp shards of putrefying leptons and quarks, popping apart like raw eggs in a microwave. It's coming undone at a subatomic level, from the bottom up, from the inside out. From the top down, it looks like the eye of a storm, a black hole so supermassive that it spans the width of eternity. It turns infinitely into something as thin and fragile as cellophane. Shreds of its dimensions, a piece of paper pinched together at either end, a hole poked through it. At the center of that hole, the edges can be heard fraying. Pandemonium, as continuity buckles at the middle, and the two ends come smashing together. Around the hole, ghosts scream. They claw at the dying borders of their dreams with fingernail-chipping desperation. They whip together like the wind, trailing the mutilated streaks of their hypothetical futures with them. It's a multifractal neon cyclone of primordial conclusion, a churning blender of hyperfinal and catastrophically terminal, overwhelmingly permanent double death. The screaming distorts and plunges low as it gets closer to the cavity. Right away, not feeling so good for the headcanon, but right away, this sounds so purple prose that I'm surprised Rose is not writing this herself. At the center, that distortion turns into an eerie music. That's where the cacophony ends. The shattering, the screaming, the squelching, the sounds of elemental particles being torn apart like string cheese shoved through a meat grinder, then dumped down in a strangely melodious garbage disposal. It all returns to the same tonic dominant, matching pitch and tone, ironing out the rebellious flats and sharps until the discordance becomes exquisite, a subharmonic symphony that can only be heard in the bones. At the dead center of the event, it is extremely quiet, a silence made of all of the suffering that limitless What is that word? Okay. Sempiternity. A silence made of all the suffering that limitless sempiternity can hold, bleeding together until the prisms turn obsidian. It's too vast to comprehend, too black to behold without closing your eyes. Retreating to the back of your own eyelids is to seek the comfort of a familiar darkness. It is to reject an absolute tenebrosity, so perfectly alien, it threatens to rip up humanity right through your eye sockets. This is the end of everything. This is the end of paradox, space. You, wake up. Your name is John Egbert, and you just had a terrible, deeply pretentious nightmare. Thank you. You snap out of bed, soaked in sweat, your heart hammering like a fire alarm. It is just as you feared. You've been dreaming in anime again, and you have no idea what it could mean. Shots fired to the art style of... I can't. Look outside just to make absolutely sure the world is not ending. The sun is coming through your window in bars of soft yellow. The only sound you can hear for miles is the wind skimming the hollows of your neighbor's pipe homes. It's a normal day in the Salamander Village, which you refer to as Salamander Village because the dang salamanders never bothered to give this village a name, you guess. Absolutely nothing of note has ever happened here in the entire history of the planet, which you would know because you created it. Beside your pillow, your phone is vibrating. Rose is calling. The screen on your phone reads 9:30 a.m., April 13th. It's also the number 46, which is how many text messages your friend left you while you were sleeping. A bit excessive, even for her. Answer the phone. Since when are you known to operate your telephone? Since, I don't know, has this really been that long since I called? I can't remember the last time. Neither can I. Anyway, what's up? First of all, happy birthday. Oh yeah, thanks. Dang, I forgot. Am I correct in presuming this April 13th will be as uneventful as the last? Yeah, I don't want to do anything this year. I hope that's okay. Of course it's okay. It's your birthday after all. Rose? Yes? Okay, so they address the fact that John doesn't want to do anything for his birthday. It's not that people are, forgetting his birthday or they're all growing apart. It's more that they're just respecting his wishes and don't want to do anything on his birthday. I'm one of those people that also doesn't like to do anything on their birthday. You plan something like a surprise party on my birthday, I will freaking end you. I will get so upset and mad that I have to do something. My introvert brain will break down. I'm being overdramatic. Let's continue. You wander to the window and watch the salamanders go about their day. All over the neighborhood, the little dad salamanders are putting on their little rumpled hats and picking up their little suitcases and kissing their little families goodbye for the day. You've always been confused about what exactly they contribute to the global economy, but it's pretty cute how much they love playing at being suburban businessmen. Well, this is the thanks I get for working overtime. Sorry. The silence over the phone is growing awkward. You've stalled long enough, you decide just to come out and say it. I've been dreaming in anime again. I have no idea what it could mean. I see. It's horrible every time. And I don't mean because anime is bad or anything. It's not that. Dirk Strider can slowly put his katana away. You can live for now. Whenever I have these dreams, everything's breaking apart. Millions of people are screaming and dying. I mean dying permanently, not the kind of bull dying that I've been doing a lot over the years. Whew. That sounds rough. Couple yards over, a salamander blows an astonishing spit bubble, truly one for the books. Your eyes race its meandering journey into the sky as you gather your thoughts. Now here's the thing. Sorry, skipping, destroying the narrative once again. If I'm remembering correctly, John didn't live in a salamander village in the actual, story. He was in what looked like a human village. He lived in his old house. So the fact that he's among the salamanders is either A, an inconsistency, which I really doubt it is, or B, my AU is becoming more and more canon. Every single second I must continue reading. What do you think it all means? What do I think what means? What do you think it means that I've been dreaming in anime? I don't have the slightest idea what it means you've been dreaming in anime, John. To be honest, You wait for Rose to finish her thought. She doesn't, which is troubling because you have never known Rose to leave a thought unfinished in over 10 years of acquaintance. You suppose it's possible it may have happened one of the times she died? You wouldn't bet on it, though. Rose, are you okay? Not exactly. What's wrong? I think my condition's been getting worse lately. Condition? That's why my message probably sounded urgent. You left 46 messages. Yes, they were all urgent. Oh, I don't think I can wait much longer before telling you. I held out as long as I could. I figured your birthday was as good a time as any to let you know. Let me know what? It's crept up on me these last couple years, gradually enough to ignore as it was happening, but I can't anymore. Lately the visions have been overwhelming. Visions? John, I have terrible headaches these days. Talking on the phone doesn't help at all. Would you mind flying over to my apartment so we can continue with this in person? Oh, yeah, you mean now? Yes, now is the time. I've been putting it off long enough. You move the phone away from your ear and assume an expression you haven't practiced in years. It is the look of a man who actually has something to do. Holding the phone directly in front of your face, you speak into the receiver. Okay, I'm on my way. Bye, Rose. As you hang up the phone, a familiar feeling settles over you. A feeling of standing, and being alone in your bedroom as a young man on your birthday. You swear you felt this feeling before. It's almost like a young man stands alone in his bedroom. It just so happens that today, the 13th of April, is this young man's birthday, though it has been 23 years ago when he was given life, and 10 years ago when he was given a name. It feels like it is only today that he will begin to understand what all that means. The young man is you, John Egbert. What will you do?